So the next parts we're going to be working on are the arms of the RX-78F00 Gundam. These are all the parts that you see here, plus a missing polycap. There we go. Now first you have this part here, and you need this to go into there first. Now there's a notch here that you definitely need to sand down, so be very careful with this. And before you put this on, you'll need the polycap that goes here in the shoulder. That goes in like that. And align it properly and push it in all the way. That's very nice. Alright, so that part is done. And we have this part, followed by this. Now unfortunately this does not tell you in what orientation, so it could be wherever you want. And that here, and then this goes like that. Whoops. In this position. You put that there. Now, take this, flip this around, and make sure it slides in like that all the way, because there's a notch there that goes into that. And you put this here to close it up. Alright. Take this, put it through there like that. Take this part. Actually, this part goes here. Well, this one is a detail part that goes here. And then this part goes like that there. Now you do have your choice of either open or closed. You have the fist hand for punching and grabbing, and then you have the open hand for dynamic poses. Let's make sure this is in there. I'm going to put the open hand here. And there you go. The arms of the RX-78F00 is now complete. Now, I'm looking at certain issues. One, it's good detail design, so this can actually be removed and all that stuff, so part separations is fine. There is a slight seam line that goes right through here. So you're gonna have to use very, like sanding paper, not the stick, to try to sand that out and smooth it out. There. So if you have precision tools, try to use that. The arm has a seam line that goes right there. This could be part of the detail. So I'm not going to kill myself and glue it and then trying to get this thing in there again. No, I'm not doing that like I did with the last kit. So taking it apart is not a big deal. Really, that's not a big deal. So like this one's hidden pretty well. Alright, let's now move on to the next part of the build. Alright, next up is going to be the legs of the walking Gundam. I'm going to begin with the feet first, which of course you have to question, why did they did this? I mean, yeah, it's a small kit, but this is a little bit weird. Just put this part here and that's it, you're done with the red. Some areas need to be sanded down, but you take this part here, the polycap, put that there. You take this and put this right on top of it. You do have the ankle armor, but this is the same situation like I've seen before in master grades, where it's not in the middle, but the detail is not very well done or executed. So if you're going to do this, be prepared to glue this and sand it down to commit to it. And if you do that, there's no way to pop this out, so it's going to be stuck in there forever. So I think you can probably pop out this part from the red, so you can paint it separately, and it'll be easier to work with. We'll work on that later. Put that here first. Now, take this, followed by this part here. That goes like that. This part here goes like that. And now close it up like this. Alright, that part is done. Going to notches here. And then this one back here as well. Now, you're going to notice that there's a separation here. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, did I push it in all the way? That is part of the design, so be very careful with this, alright? Don't begin to squeeze and think, anyway, why is it not going through? It's like that by design. I'm going to take this polycap here and put it like that. Put this like that here. Take the next polycap, put it right here. And then there's this trim part here that goes in the back. There we go. And now we take this, oops, take this like that, and then put this here. Now, I will lightly push it in all the way because I'm going to have to pull it out. I'll explain that later. I'm going to take this, take this first, put that here. Bring that down through here. And bring it to here. Same thing like I just mentioned before. You're compelled to push it in, but it's actually not by design, so it's like that. And then we have this part that goes there, followed by the foot part. And that's it. You're done. The legs of the walking Gundam are now complete. So I can remove these two with no problem. I can probably pull this one out, but I think, and I can paint the whole thing if I want to. I think that what's gonna annoy me is this part here. Maybe not a big deal, but I think if you remove this, you may have trouble sliding it in there again, so just be very wary about that. But other than that, I don't see any issues with me painting this altogether. Alright, let's now move on to the next part of the build. Alright, next part of the build is going to be the waist unit. First up, we're going to take this and this. Put that through here. Good. Don't want to go all the way, but I may have to end up going all the way. Actually, I do have to go all the way because it's in an angle. That's not good. Come on. in. There we go. Alright, that part's done. Then we have these parts that go, one goes like this. The other one goes like this. There we go. And then we'll just snap it off later on if we have, to paint it separately. Now, for this, we have the ball cap that goes there. We have the part that makes up the connection of the legs to the waist. Make sure you put it like this because always the peg hole in the bottom is there for you putting on the action base. Let's bring it down a bit. Okay. I think it's all the way. Or no, I think it's the other way. Yep, it goes that way. Then we have the red trim parts. No, actually I know this. This one goes here. Followed by this. And then that goes there. That goes here. Oh, I forgot a part. But that's alright, we'll get it in a minute. And then we have, oops, this one goes here. Come on. And this one goes here. Snap, crackle, pop. Wow. That's a lot of detail. It's going to be a... I just realized something. This is going to be a lot of masking. I'm going to be using a lot of tape. Holy crap. Didn't realize that. Let me see. Hold on. As well. Oh, yeah, I'll get it later. Alright, this completes this part. Let's now move on to the next part of the build. So the last part of the build is going to be the weaponry of the walking Gundam. First the shield. We take this part, put that through here, and then put this one to this. Okay. Gotta push it in all the way. And then we have this part. Goes around like that, and you can put it in specific areas of this, either here or here. Good. That completes that. Now the beam rifle. You put that here, followed by this here. And then these two parts go over this. The muzzle barrel here. Then we have this part that goes there. And here are the hands for the beam rifle, but I'm going to assemble this hand without putting on the beam rifle because I'm like looking at this and I'm saying to myself, well, there's the finger. There's that mode where it's in the video where we've seen the RX-78F00 walking, then kneeling, and then pointing up, and there's that little finger that just goes like that, So I'm saying to myself, well, there it is, right there. It's not accurate, but it's close enough. And I'm saying to myself, well, maybe the reason why it does that is because it needs the beam rifle. And if they had the beam rifle assembled for everybody to see, then of course you will see it walking with the beam rifle, then pointing up and then firing it. That would have been a great gimmick right there. So here we go. Beam rifle and shield are now complete. Let's put this kit together and see how it looks overall. Okay, here are all the parts now assembled that makes up the RX-78F00 Gundam. Let's put it together and see how it looks. We'll begin with the legs. Right and left leg going on the waist unit, like so. And then the arms, both left and right arms, going like so. And the head unit, followed by this. And there you go. That is a sexy, unique looking RX-72, if I do say so myself. 72, sorry, 78F00. Nice. I knew that 2 is gonna slip in there. But wow, that is amazing. And before we put the weapons on, let's put this guy here. So we open up this, pull him out, and supposedly, actually I want to take out the whole thing. So you gotta remove this, so you can connect this here. There we go. I think I may have to pull it out. Or oh, that's right. I gotta go up and over. There we go. Now stick it in there. Okay. Of course, at the base, he's like stiff like that. Then, you know, his hands are closed. Actually, I'm going to put the other hand here. And put it on the railing. I'm not fond of how the railing is, but you know, you get what you pay for and a whole lot more. I'm gonna bring that down like that, and then just close the gates. I think the gates are a little too high. It should be a little lower. Let me. Can I bring it down a bit? No. Did I do this in reverse? Because you would think one would be below than the other. Where's the manual? No, but it's absolutely right. In the manual, it does show, if you look at here, when I was assembling the frame, this little hole is, this little plastic part is there, and then you have a notch there sticking out like that. So the notch goes right under that, so that's fine. I guess maybe if I brought it up a bit more, let's do that now. Take him out. Because I thought it was not appropriate, but okay, fair enough. Not a big deal. We can readjust it again. There we go. Now we just put it back there again. There we go. It feels like he's floating, but then again, that's how it's supposed to be. Just get that arm nice and stiff like that. And now we close this, and that's much better. Now it's to scale. Let me adjust the camera angle on this so you guys can see this. There it is. It is absolutely neat. I like it. Good detail on this, on the entire structure. Cool. And of course you pull this out, like so. And then you just pull this out and you can pretend that he's, you know, walking. And there. Then of course the manual does show that you can bring it down here so you could do its kneeling pose like it did in real life, and then just stick out his arm like that and touch the sky. As a matter of fact, we could probably do that with the beam rifle now, because I think this is what it was supposed to do at the Olympics if they committed to this, but I don't, you know. There we go. So do that. All right. Yeah, see? Nice. Well, I have to say, the detail on this guy is really nice. I mean, it is far superior detail than I've seen in my recent builds of other RX-78-2. Give me a second. So, here it is next to the RX-78-2 Gundam, the Origins version, which has been painted. That looks nice right next to it. And the G40, painted and messed up by me. You know, there you go. No bazooka for him, of course. Actually, let me just get the shield on that. There we go. So there you have it. Now we're not done yet, obviously, because this was just a preview of how it looks, and if you guys get your hands on this, this is what you're going to expect on this kit when you build it. For those of you who have received it, I hope this serves as a good guide. I hope you enjoy that. But now, after I review all this and enjoy how it looks, I'm going to now begin the process of taking it apart. Obviously, I'm going to be cleaning up a few things here and there. And that's what I wanted to talk about in regards to painting. Other than the knee, which I need to work on, pretty much everything can be taken apart and assembled and put together once it's painted. The forearm may have this little seam line there. It's gonna be part of its overall look to it, depending on how I do this. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. The eyes need to be painted, of course, unlike what I just did with the other kit that I didn't paint the eyes. Don't worry, I will. But this is really nice. So I hope whether p-bandai, whether bluefin, or whether you go through another means, or if you end up accidentally going to San Diego's pop-up store that they just recently come up right now, maybe this kit will be there. Maybe the kit without the base is there. Maybe the 1/100 scale will be there. But I would highly recommend you get this. I really do. It is a nice looking, beautiful looking kit. But now it's time to make it even better. So let me begin the preparation for painting the walking Gundam.